I've got a tub mission today, Canopy mission. So I'm never happy with my canopy. I don't know if you're like this. If you've got a fiberglass canopy, nothing ever seems to go exactly to plan. You know, it never just seems to work functionally enough. So I'm trying to do something a little bit different. So I'm going to go over and see my mate John, and John's an ex-chippy, so he's going to help me cut some material to size, and hopefully I can come up with a solution. So I used to have a DC to DC charger in the back with a battery which let me have power to the switch panel here. I've recently picked up this King's switch panel from a guy at work. He was no longer using it, didn't need it. It comes with a Red Arc 25 amp charger. So I'm going to give that a go. I'm going to hopefully connect that up against the back headboard there. Going to get rid of the switch panel here and create a bit of a false floor so that things don't keep falling out the back of it, because what happens is, this is just a bit of a rough guide I've got here as to what I want to have, and I've got the back of the drawers here. Everything always falls down the back of that, and these King's drawers, everything always falls in the back of that as well. It's a nightmare, and once it falls in there you can't close the drawer. So I need a solution. So anyway, this is the King's drawers that I bought. As they say, they're universal. It fits every tub, which is not true. They don't fit at all, at least not in this what do they call this one, a super cab, I think it's called. So we've got the suicide doors on the side, so that allows us a little extra tub, which I really wanted, and that's why these drawers don't fit. So I need something at the back that just makes everything neat, so things don't keep falling over, and I think I've got a bit of a plan. I'll see John, hopefully he can help me, and this all needs to be done before our trip to Karajini, which is in a couple of weeks, so I need to sort of get a wriggle on this at the moment. Yeah, so the XTM drawer fridge goes here. It's out at the moment simply because it's not working. I just can't get it to seal properly. It won't be done before we leave, so the angle is going to come back out here. It's going to go onto the back of the drawer there, and at least we will have a fridge again, which will work. So that'll be good. Anyway, I'll take you with me up to see John. Hopefully we can get a bit of work done on this today, and then I can start doing all the electrical work. So no job's complete without a beer. But first job was to get the King's new switch panel up, and this is the solution we've come up with. It's gone a bit against the back of that headboard there as I wanted. Obviously it still has to be wired up, but I can do that later. Now we want to build some kind of a frame down here to keep the battery in place, and I can also have some storage. So that's our next mission.
Draws long.
this is the issue we have. Whenever I pull this drawer out, everything falls in behind there, and I can't ever get this bloody drawer closed again. So, speaking with John yesterday, what we've done is we've built a bit of a frame up the back there, and we're going to put a false floor or floating floor over the top of this, so that when this happens, nothing will fall back through it. So thanks to John, we've done all that. I've got the King's switch panel now up there instead of this PowerTech one down here. So as you can see, I've got power already going from the front of the car to a battery in the back there, which then powers this switch panel. So I've got, you know, lights, and I've got pumps and all that sort of stuff. So what I've decided to do is mount it up there on the King's panel, which I got from someone at work. So now that's where that will live. I'll make that prettier, obviously dress it up a little bit so it doesn't look all stark. So what I've got to do now is pull the switch panel off the wall where I've got it and figure out how it's all supposed to be wired up. So I'm not too sure how to do that. So this could be a mission, but that's my next job. And then I've got to carpet the boards that John cut out for me yesterday for the floating floor. So I'll carpet that, and it'll all look nice and neat, hopefully, and it should all come together good. I've got that frame at the back that I will now put a water bladder in the back there, and so it'll have 2 lids to it, and those lids will cover everything up, so it'll be one nice flat platform so I can restock it, and hopefully nothing shall fall down and stop my drawers again. Okay guys, it's the next weekend, so John helped us do the measuring up of the false floor and helped me cut out all the material for it. So our next step is we've got to get some carpet, the carpet over the top of it to make it all look nice and pretty and match the other carpet that's currently on the drawers. So that's our next step. So it's a quick trip up to Bunnings, see if we can get some carpet. And as for the electrics, well, the last time I did the electrical myself, and worked okay until it didn't. So I've decided now I'm going to get a proper auto sparky to do it and use their knowledge rather than just trying to guess myself. I do encourage you doing your own work and trying to do it yourself, and I have done all the hard work myself.
What's that?
From running all the cables, putting the fuses in, so everything's fused. I've just got this guy, he's going to put it all together properly for me and make a few adjustments to the switch panel, which makes it easier for me in the future to just plug and play pretty much. So that's happening as well. So I've bitten the bullet and got a professional rather than a muppet.
Morning everybody, it is the next day. We've picked up our carpet from Bunnings. Not the exact colour match, but that's okay because it's just going to be a floating floor over the top of the drawers. Still going to look really good. We ended up actually having a lunch with John yesterday, and he suggested, why don't we just pop around to his, he's got a little bit of the ply left that he built the floating floor with, just to see if our carpet will staple, because he's got a stapler. Otherwise, we bought some glue yesterday and we will glue it. So just a little bit of a test run before we hook in.
To keep the weight down, so the ply that we bought is only pretty thin. So we want to make sure the staples just don't puncture all the way through it.
Yeah.
So John's got different staples, and he's got all the gear, and we've got no idea. So we'll go and see someone that does.
Thank goodness he loves to help us, otherwise we'd just be lost and we'd just fumble our way through life. Anyway, it is a shit day. It is a totally unmotivating, depressing shit day.
Why buy stuff yourself when you got mates that have got all the gear?
Well,
so
that's exactly right.
We go and use their expertise.
That's actually what makes us smart, really, isn't it? You know, who are the stupid ones? Eh? Why buy a boat when you got a mate with one? Wish we had a mate with a boat.
all he's done really is he's wired it up from the front battery, which is what I had through here anyway. So I've got this lead coming from the front battery to the back of this battery to our lithium battery at the back here. He's put a couple of Anderson plugs on there and clearly labelled them for me so that I can't really screw anything up. So obviously this one here goes to my auxiliary battery, which is charging this now, and this one obviously is coming from the front vehicle, and I've got another port here for solar when we're camping off grid and I need to charge the battery up. He's set the DC to DC charger now onto lithium so that it's accepting the lithium charge, and yeah, very happy with it. He's wired it all up properly and it's very good. Now it's just time to take this fascia off again now and mount this to the headboard here, and that's where it shall live, and then I can start wiring up my canopy lights and my compressor and whatever else I choose to wire up. And I've got a couple of these 12-volt ports. I've got the in here for solar, not for solar, for the Anderson plug for the fridge if we get the fridge back. If not, the angle has still got the old cigarette socket on it, so I can just run that off there if I need to. But yeah, it gives me plenty of options, so very good. Happy days. That's the next purchase, is a battery tray to mount to the bottom of the canopy and strap it in nice and neat. At this stage this will do. Just got it strapped in with a ratchet kind of strap.
Whatever works, I guess.
So it won't fly around the canopy.
So, while it's sunny, we're just getting the templates cut out of the carpet. I think we only have one afternoon of sun before the rain sets in, so we're getting this cut out now, and we're going to take it outside, glue it and staple it, and hopefully she's tickety boo. Hey mate.
Hey mate.
That's a bloody work of art, almost. Doesn't have to join.
What are these bits?
It doesn't have to be completely joined. Perfect.
Wow, we've got some gaps.
Gonna cut here
Cutting that whole bit out. So
and cut here. Yeah, because you've got a little cut in here. So that will be raw. There's nothing I can do about it. Okay, we think we've got everything we need. So we're gonna, lift that and glue all down this side. I'm not confident about the glue. I don't think, well, that's a lot of glue. I don't think that the glue is going to hold very firm, thick fabric. I think the fabric is just going to want to go and flip back on the other side. So, but anyway, we're putting the glue on and then definitely stapling straight after. There has been advice that you should actually glue first, let it set and dry, and then staple. With my vast experience, I've said no to that, and I think that we need to staple straight after gluing, because I just don't think that glue is going to hold it. And then if it does hold it, and then you accidentally move it when you're trying to staple it, you're going to crack the seal. Look at this perfectly professional job. So the glue does seem actually really good. I eat my words. Once we put glue on the fabric on the other side and put this down, couldn't move this. So this is all very good. Oh my god, look how good that is.
What about this
not
bit?
so great. Not so good, this bit. Okay, so what we've done here, cut a little chunk out, and that fits perfect. So here I'm just gonna try and do the same. So that's pretty good. That is glued. She ain't that pretty on this side, but she doesn't need to be.
It only has to look pretty from that side.
So this spot is kept for some cables and things to just be fed through. Yeah, and put your water tank and whatever you want underneath.
Yeah, well this one will be the battery. So the battery lives under here.
Fantastic.
Next one will be the water tank. And who knows else.
Well, I think we've done a really good job for two stupid people.
Yeah.
And we're not handy at all.
Well, together we almost make a real person.
And we almost made a board. That looks great. All right, repeat. Don't try this at home, kids. Already I've realised that we're doing something entirely wrong and things might not work out, but
What are we doing wrong?
we don't have a beer or a wine. Like we're doing this kind of stuff without a beer or a wine. I mean,
to be sober for this.
calls for a little celebration. Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
And it's bloody good. Thanks, Johnny.
Super happy with this. We've got the false floor on now. Just got to screw it into place, but this is exactly what I wanted. I've got two hatches up the top there that I can access with storage underneath, one for the battery, one for something else. At this stage it's just going to be a water butter. But the biggest issue is this. Everything kept falling at the back of this whenever I'd slide it out. Now nothing will fall behind, so I can access this. If my fridge is on here, at the moment our fridge is in getting repaired, so I may not even have to slide that out. With the fridge drawer, when it was working, it was good. I could just pull it out. I wouldn't have to access this, except for sometimes I'd have to get things out of the back. But now nothing falls out. Everything will just slide in. Nothing will fall behind, so I can close this drawer. It's very, very good. Happy with that. Job well done. And it looks neat.
Looks really good.
Yeah.
Thank you, John, for all your hard work. And then our professional covering job.
Yeah, so we've got a few things I've got to do yet. I've still got to wire back up my lights. I've got to wire in my pump if I decide to keep the pump. I'm going to get a different air compressor that I'm going to plumb into here as well, so that'll be on a switch as well. I'll get rid of these hoses. So yeah, no, looking good. Happy days.
Looks real good. Good job.
Not the same colour, but close to.
Yeah.
Considering this is a few years old now, so
And you're
it's obviously
colourblind.
faded. Yeah, and I'm colourblind, but even at colourblind I can tell the difference that they're not the same.
No, very good.
And I've still got access to my, my fishing gear under here. So under there will be my air compressor eventually.
Excellent.
Happy days.
Happy days, well done.
Woohoo! Turns out the old XTM couldn't be fixed. So we're back to BCF to get a new one and up to Johnny's to install it.
Oh, we have power, baby. Power. Nice. So just to tidy up with some scraps, we've just gotten rid of the wood that was there. We're just about done. I think old mate's just gonna pack it up a little bit. We've decided to put some tags here, which we haven't got yet, but we'll get some tags so we can just sort of lift it up like that, so we don't need to make holes or have little handles getting in the way. But she is a neat and tidy little unit now. Okay guys, well that is the Canopy false floor rebuild and carpet wrapping done and dusted. Pretty good?
Oh, I love it. So hopefully it should work the way we want it to do. I think it will, because you know the main trouble is having with those drawers, everything falling down the back of it. It's going to solve that problem. Undoubtedly that the canopy, it never stays the same. I'm always changing it, but for now that'll do us. I've only got one more thing to wire in, and that's the
air compressor,
which I've ordered a new one, so that's why I haven't wired it in. Yes, so it hasn't arrived yet, but when it does, I'll wire that up as well.
That's pretty easy though, isn't it? That's just a plug and play.
Well, we'll see. It's probably not plug and play. Not for me, it won't be easy, but luckily I've got help from John. So
he was a massive help. We couldn't have done any of this without him. So it's so handy to have people like John and Bundle in your life to help you, to help the stupid people.
Yeah, because we're Muppets, we don't know what we're doing. But I had the idea in my head of what I wanted to do.
You knew what you wanted, and you know what? You got it. It is so neat and tidy in the back. We're really pleased with the results. Give it a go if you want to do something like that.
Just don't follow our instructions.
Oh God, no. Purely entertainment value only.
Anyway,
all right.
get busy living.
Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe.